Hi all and welcome. This is Rahul Thakur. And first of all, who am I? So I am just like you and a learner and who is going to help you out to learn something and who will in return learn from you. So एक दूसरे की मदद करनी है and grow करना है. So quickly, I'll take you to who should watch this video so that you utilize your time to the fullest. किसको ये वीडियो देखनी चाहिए? So first of all of you who want to excel in your career and of course personal lives, then the age category could be 15 to 45 जो लोग स्कूल में पढ़ रहे हैं, colleges में हैं, they've started your career, excelling in your career, in the mid of a career. So I can say starting at mid-level professionals, college pass-outs and high school students. This video would be most beneficial to them, whether males or females. Now what we are going to do and why, the most important question. So we are going to grow together and it is a great opportunity for you. ये हम सभी के लिए एक बहुत अच्छी opportunity है. And what it is all about. So we are going to start a series called HOTS series. So that would mean highly opportune trainable skills. ये क्या है? कुछ ऐसी स्किल्स हैं जो शायद हमने ठीक से सीखी नहीं है या हमें सिखाई नहीं गई है, and those skills can be learned through experimental learning and experiential learning. So those things I'm going to cover, and this series would be around 10 videos. So today we are going to start with the first video that would be about psychological career stages. So how this is going to help you out, first of all. So ये आपको मदद करेगा to identify where you are right now and to take the first step or the gradual next steps. So इसमें you'll get to know ऐसे कौन से stages हैं career के that we go through to explore, और इन career stages में कौन से mistakes होती है that we have to avoid. And if we are able to avoid those mistakes, we'll be in a better position to grow. And then what are the best things that you can do in each of the career stages so that you can chart your own career. So this is all what we're going to cover, and I'll also cover what we are going to do in upcoming videos. So let's navigate through this. So my first question to you all, how would you feel by being a part of such a great initiative? कैसा लगेगा आपको? I'm sure अगर मैं आपकी जगह होता तो I would have said very happy, glad, and maybe as a critic मैं ये कह सकता हूँ no, I don't want to waste my time. So it's up to you. You have to decide, and once you decide, you have to put 100% efforts. And now those who feel it's time to evolve, it's time to develop, बहुत अच्छी बात है. So those who are with me can continue, and those who are not with me and they feel it's not the time, they want to enjoy, they want to come later, it's your decision. So once you have decided, you have to be fully and 100% present. So let's navigate, and those who have decided to continue this journey, stick around, and I welcome you all to the growth journey. So as I said, we'll be covering psychological career stages, and this has been taken by Theory of Career Development by Donald Super. इसमें क्या सीखने वाले हैं? सो बेसिकली इसमें 5 करियर स्टेजेस होते हैं इंसान के लाइफ में, राइट फ्रॉम whether studying, let's say 18, 19, 20, 15, and then goes up to 45, 50 or 60, still the time they're working. और इसको सीखने का फायदा क्या है? So once you know the career stages, you will be in a better position, or I must say you'll be in the best position to assess yourself, your direction, where you are going, and the public, the employees, the seniors, the juniors with whom you deal with in your career, you're in a better position to deal with them. Talking about the human perspective. So let's start from the exploration stage. Exploration stage क्या होता है, किस एज में होता है? So for this, the age category is typically around, let's say 20 to 30 or 20 to 28. You can also include 15 or 16 age category. So if we have to give a clear picture, so it will be around 15 to, let's say 28 to 30. इस एज कैटेगरी के जो लोग हैं उनके साथ क्या होता है, कौन सी गलतियां करते हैं, and what are the general things and the common things that everybody goes through. And I'm sure after explaining this, you'll be able to relate your career with this. Absolutely. So first of all, एज कैटेगरी आपको पता चल गई, लेट्स से टिपिकली 15 to 30, एंड देन इट इज कॉल्ड एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टेज, एंड दिस इज टेंटेटिव. टेंटेटिव का मतलब है कि ये परमानेंट नहीं है. सो ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो इस टाइम पे होती है? सो लेट्स से एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टेज में फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट इज ड्रिवन बाय फैंटेसी, यानी कि हमारे इमेज में एक फैंटेसी होती है. हमारे पर्सपेक्टिव में लेट्स से एक कूल ऑफिस होगा, बहुत अच्छी सेटिंग होगी, वर्क फ्रॉम होम होगा. ऑफ कोर्स for COVID reasons, and we have been watching for 1 or 2 years, so we expect work from home directly, and then realistic job images are yet to form. Realistic images की थोड़ी सी कमी होती है और सोशल मीडिया का इम्पैक्ट बहुत ही ज्यादा होता है. देन इस टाइम पे फोकस क्या होता है हमारा? इस टाइम पे फोकस होता है फोकस ऑन ड्रीम्स एंड नैरो डाउन करियर ऑप्शंस. हम करियर ऑप्शंस को चूज कर रहे होते हैं, हम फ्रेंड से बातें कर रहे होते हैं कि लेट्स से फैशन डिजाइनिंग, लेट्स से ट्रेनिंग, लेट्स से HR, which are all the career choices we have to think about. And what we lack in our culture is the power of choice. The students, the learners are not given the power of choice. The reasons being the social pressures, parents, teachers, as well as our education system. So let's not go into that. And in this stage, experimentation is on a high. So people like to experiment, those who are risk takers, and it's not bad to take risk. But if you have awareness, if you have a self-assessment, you will be in a better position to take risks, or I must say calculated risks. Moving on. It is guided by lack of self-awareness, which is further glorified by self-images. यानी हम ऐसी images अपनी देखते हैं that in 1 or 2 or 3 years down the line we'll be able to achieve everything. जो नहीं हो पाता, and then we get depressed, and then we get to see अच्छा realistically ऐसा होता है. Then it is also guided by high peer pressure and social pressure. As I said, कि शादी का टाइम होता है, then peer pressures की आपके लोग बाहर जा रहे हैं, आपके फ्रेंड्स अच्छी जगह काम कर रहे हैं, जैसे यार व्हाट आर यू डूइंग, यू शुड ग्रो अप, यू शुड चेंज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो ये सारे रीजंस इस स्टेज में बहुत ही पीक पर होते हैं. एंड एक थॉट बहुत ही प्रीडोमिनेंट है इस स्टेज में, जो मेरे साथ भी इस स्टेज में हुआ है, दैट इज आई डिजर्व मोर एंड माय बॉस नोज नथिंग. सॉरी टू से, बट यस, यू ऑल कैन रिलेट टू दिस. ये एक ऐसा थॉट है जो हम सभी के माइंड में होता है. मैं भी इससे गुजर चुका हूँ, बट लकीली आई गॉट टू नो एंड देन आई इम्प्रूव्ड ऑन दैट. एंड व्हाई all these things happening? What is the reason behind it? So the scientific reason or the technical reason is the absence of frontal lobe. अब ये frontal lobe किस चिड़िया का नाम है? So that we won't discuss here. Will be discussed in later parts. So frontal lobe एक brain का ही हिस्सा है जो still developing stage में होता है. That helps us to get mature, यानी कि mature decisions, stable decisions बनाते हैं. So all those जो हमारे काम हैं, जो लोगों को पसंद नहीं आते हैं, half-assedness होती है, indecisiveness होती है, it's due to the lack of frontal lobe. So in case you're doing something wrong, you can blame the absence of frontal lobe, but at the other end, you have to be responsible for your actions. So this is the basic reason why it happens. We'll be covering more on frontal lobe. So summarizing exploration stage. So there's many interest driven by fantasy, curiosity, experimentation, peer pressure. So all these things are here in exploration stage. So once you are in a transitioning phase from exploration stage, so I'll also have a exploration cycle for you. Then we'll go back to the next stage. So exploration जब हम कर रहे होते हैं तो हम करते क्या हैं? So when given choices, we pick up the ones that seem most cool, driven by of course social media. जो cool लगता है, जिसमें छुट्टियां ज्यादा होती है, घूमने को मिलता है. You can wear casual dresses on weekends and maybe on days, and then you have cool setup office, like brainstorming sessions. इस तरह के लोगों की फैंटेसी होती है, मेरी भी थी, आपकी भी होगी, I'm sure. Then we quickly realize after working maybe 1 or 2 years down the line with an organization, यार ऐसा तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. Then what to do? And the reason behind this is we don't have life pressures to stick on. I won't say you don't have, but yes, इतना नहीं होता जितना कि बाकी later stages में होता है. You have a family, you have a family to feed, you have children and other lot of stuff. So इस stage में ये missing है, so we don't have life pressures. So what happens because of this? So we rely on our peers, जो हमारे friends हैं, who are less experienced to guide. हम अपने दोस्तों से पूछते हैं, यार ऐसा हो गया, वैसा हो गया, पता यार क्या करना है. And then what we do? We have chosen the wrong guide. Because he himself is in the exploration stage, how can he guide you? So you have to be very, very careful in choosing your guide. And then it is further heightened by social media posts that show super cool world out there. यानी कि world बहुत अच्छी है. Again, as I said, brainstorming sessions, cool photos, birthday celebrations, and all those fantasy images. And then moving on, they move to the next available choice that fits the cool meter. यानी कि यहाँ पे cool meter fulfill नहीं हुआ, चलो दूसरी organization में चलते हैं, possibly वहाँ पे हो जाएगा. And this cycle goes on until they come out, transitioning to the next stage. So ये cycle चलता रहता है जब तक उनको realize नहीं होता है कि no, this is not the real world. Real world is something else. And once they enter or start entering the real world, they move to initial establishment stage. इसकी टिपिकल एज की बात करें तो इट रेंजेस फ्रॉम अराउंड 25 to 35. ये ट्रांजिशनिंग है, जरूरी नहीं कि इसी स्टेज में हो, बट यस, मोस्ट जेनेरिक थिंग एंड जेनेरिक एज इज दिस कैटेगरी. सो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, नाउ एलिमिनेशन सेट्स इन. यहाँ पे जो भी जरूरी चीजें नहीं है, वी स्टार्ट टू एलिमिनेट. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आर लॉट मेनी फेसबुक फ्रेंड्स, इंस्टा फ्रेंड्स, हम सबको एलिमिनेट करते हैं. वी कीप ओनली इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रेंड्स, इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्टैक्ट्स. देन यहाँ पे जो थॉट प्रीडोमिनेंट है, दैट इज, ये तो पता नहीं होता कि क्या करना है, बट ये पता होता है कि व्हाट आई डोंट वांट टू डू, व्हाट आई विल नॉट एंजॉय एंड व्हाट आई एम नॉट गुड एट. एटलीस्ट ये यहाँ तक पता चल जाता है 5-6 साल, 2 साल, 1 साल काम करने के बाद, और मे बी कॉलेज पास आउट होने के बाद. सो यहाँ पे जो इंटेंस डिजायर है, द इंटेंस डिजायर इज टू मूव अवे फ्रॉम कंफ्यूजन. And you should be happy if you are in this stage. Why? Now because you are turning serious towards your life. इससे पहले जो स्टेज थी, एक्सप्लोरेशन स्टेज, वहां पे हम फैंटेसी से ड्रिवन थे. We were not realistic, or we were not 100% realistic, if I am not wrong. So इस स्टेज में you tend to be more realistic, and you have intense drivers here. यहाँ पे intense drivers क्या होते हैं? A search for passion. So you now tend to look for, अच्छा मैं इसमें passionate हूँ, I can work, let's say 10, 15, 18 hours a day, ऐसा कुछ काम ढूंढते हैं. Let's go for a startup, let's join a startup of my friend. And then यहाँ पे you or we start to accept our flaws. Okay, ये मुझ में कमी है, and this is the thing that I have to improve on. And then exploration stage में क्या होता है, जो इससे पहले वाला stage था, this no willingness to listen to. If somebody is guiding, अरे यार इसको क्या पता है, I am the new one, I am the new age guy, and he has had his own experience. But when you are in initial establishment stage, you are more willing to listen to those who have been successful, who have good experience. Maybe your boss, your parents, maybe your seniors, your brothers, your elders. So this is guided by these all things, and it's not necessary कि 25 या 30 के बाद ही आएगा. ऐसा पहले भी कर सकते हैं, in case life के circumstances आपकी ऐसे नहीं, but typically ऐसा होता है. So first is your exploration stage where you're experimenting. Second is your initial establishment stage. Next comes the time for trial and stabilization. That means when you're done with trial, stabilization, realization, development, you enter into mature establishment stage. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? So the typical age category would be 35 to 40, or maybe let's say 45. So यहाँ पे we are tending to find suitable occupation जो घर के पास हो, बहुत ज़्यादा दूर ना हो. You can sit around. You don't want to experiment much because now you have responsibilities, credit card bills to pay, and other lot of stuff. And then expectation, both personal and professional, are too high. So you're trying to determine the values of a career, the actual value that you value in your life. For example, if you want to work for society, you may go for a CSR activity of a company. if you value humans, you'll be more interactive with humans. जो भी आपके values हैं life के, for example, मेरे लिए कुछ values हैं that मैं जो भी काम करूँ, it has to be what do you say? It has to be एक सोसाइटी के लिए बेनिफिट होना चाहिए. It should be beneficial to our society, to our young generation. So that is one of my values. If I talk about my second value, I want to enable people with the experience, with the knowledge that I already had, so that they can also benefit from it. इस तरह के कुछ मेरे values हैं. So you can also get through your values, and at the end of this session, I'll also be sharing few very, very good things with you that you'll be very happy to know about. And then at this stage, mature establishment stage, you tend to stabilize with the career, no job hoppings. You want to be a stable job. So exploration stage, the first one, initial establishment stage, the second one, and the third one, mature establishment stage. इसके बाद जो दो stages हैं, that you can figure out yourselves. यहाँ पे क्या हो सकता है? So typically after 40 or 45 till 50, 55, 60s maybe. So it is maintenance stage. That means whatever you have got out of your life, you want to hold on. Either you are frustrated because of वो नहीं कर पाए जो करना चाहते थे. Either you are very happy कि आपने वो achieve किया जो करना चाहते थे. So maybe frustration, consolidation, advancement or settlement. ठीक है यार जो मिल गया ठीक है. So that is your maintenance stage. And it is quite possible. You may have seen few examples where people have started after 55, after 60s to develop something, to experiment, to be a founder of maybe something. So it is quite possible that after mature establishment stage, instead of maintenance stage, you roll back to exploration stage, where you again start to explore, experiment, try, and grow. And this one is different from the earlier one. Why? Because now you have charted a good path. आप एक path से निकल चुके हैं. You have experience, so you are more pragmatic in your decisions, right? And then comes, in case everything goes chronologically, so you come to a decline stage where there's a time for innovation, stagnation, and updation. So in case you are exploring, you can innovate something. In case innovation का सबसे बड़ा example है या reinvention का Mr. अमिताभ बच्चन, जिन्होंने टाइम पे अपने आप को invent किया, and still is young and fiery. And then people may go to stagnation. Okay, this is it. That is what I could achieve. And then maybe you want to update. So these are all the stages: exploration, initial establishment, mature, maintenance, and decline. Wherein there's one possibility that after mature, you may roll back to exploration stage. Okay. Now, how this knowledge is going to help you, I already told you, but still I will insist and tell you again that जब इसकी आपको knowledge हो जाती है, so जो common mistakes हैं, you have to try to avoid that, and you can assess and chart your own career. Now, okay, this is it, and then next, you will be in a better position to deal with humans. That human may be your seniors, juniors, colleagues, etc. Now, what after this? Now we know this psychological career stages. So, could you identify any with any of the stages that I have told you? I'm sure कोई ना कोई stage में आप अभी होगे, and please let me know. Now, what is next? So, हमने ये सीख लिया the way forward. अब क्या करना चाहिए हमें? So I am going to tell you actionable steps that you have to take, and if you want to grow, you can take it right away after this video, and you can also connect. So what do you have to do? Please note it down. Please make a note. Please jot it down. Whatever you can do, please save this video, whatever. But these 3 steps are really very crucial. So the very first, you have to, and before of course the homework, make a head start now. So you have to decide whether you want to grow, or whether you want to stagnate, or whether you want to remain in the situation in which you are in. सबसे पहले आपको क्या करना है? सबसे पहले you have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to own full responsibility for where you are right now and decide to be responsible for further rewards of it. आज जो भी आपकी situation है, उसके लिए ना parents जिम्मेदार हैं, ना life की situation जिम्मेदार है. It's all because of you and how you reacted in that particular situation. So you have to take full responsibility. Moving on, you have to have clear रियलिस्टिक सेल्फ असेसमेंट। आप कितने पानी में हैं, आपकी स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है, वीकनेसेस क्या है, यू शुड नो। एंड ये गूगल वाला नहीं कि ये क्विक लर्नर हैं और ये हैं वो, नो, इट हैज टू बी रियलिस्टिक। सो व्हाट आई हैव got for you to help you out on this. So I have a set of 100 plus questions that may take a day or a 2 or a 3 for you if you realistically want to assess yourself, and that has helped me a lot to assess myself. And so set up 100 questions to look into yourself and judge a career path of exploration and development. And that is not by me, that is by Dory Clark. She's one of a renowned speaker and scholar as well as writer. So this has helped me a lot. I really want to share it with you all. And then the third thing, you have to inculcate a habit of reading. This is a magical skill, habit, or whatever you want to term it. But yes, you have to have reading habit to grow. And for this, I also have something for you. So you can grab The Journey to a New. That's a book that I have written recently. And with this, you can make a promising head start. So these 3 actions you must take to grow. Now, what's next? So you can also connect with me on WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You can, of course, tell me what more you would want, on what topics you would want, and I stick on. I have something surprising, interesting, and exciting for you. So next, what are we going to do next? So upcoming videos, the next video would be about attention model. Quickly, I'll take you through it. So it'll be, you can learn Sohail Bergen-Mattier attention model to increase your attention and focus to excel efficiency. आपको इस तरह से help करेगा. Sales skills. Sales skills is sales person को सीखने की जरूरत नहीं. Everybody should learn sales skills. Why? Because it is the most in demand skill that will serve as a blanket skill at every level and every industry that will come across. आप जहाँ भी काम कर रहे हैं या करने वाले हैं, आप HR हैं, ट्रेनर हैं, फैशन डिजाइनर हैं, you have to sell your skills, you have to sell yourselves. So you must possess sales skills. Must watch this video. Then we'll go to the 4th one, that is the 7 states of mind. So you'll here learn to gain insights about the 7 states of mind that will enable you to utilize your mind more efficiently. And then own yourself. That video would be about learning self-management skills to gain control over your time and productivity. It will help you to be accountable and be mindful of your direction. So you must watch these videos. These have helped a lot. Whatever I am today is because of these skills. And I would leave you with the video, and I would leave you with a saying that starting tasks is the first sign of intelligence. And once started, bringing tasks to completion is the second characteristics of intelligence. So thank you so much for patiently listening, and keep watching for upcoming videos. As I already told you, this will be a video series wherein every Friday I'll be publishing videos for you on the topic that I've said. Thank you so much and good luck, and let's make a promising head start. Goodbye.